Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? Today it's going to be a really quick video regarding Windows 10. I'm going to show you some hidden programs within Windows 10 that are not that obvious, but they're still um, within the features of Windows 10 that you can enable if need be. These are really cool programs, and I think you are going to really like them, especially in cases where you're testing something out and you don't want to test it on your Windows machine and you want to create another instance. Well, I'll show you today how to get that started. That entire process is quite lengthy, but at least I'll show you how to get it started, and maybe if there is interest, I'll show you guys step by step on how to continue on that uh, process line. So as you know, Windows 10 has pretty much shifted a lot of stuff in their settings portion. Before, it used to be in control panel, but now they've shifted to settings for a lot of their changes and everything that. But let's go and open up control panel. So you all you do is just go to search and start typing in control, and you'll see the control panel come up. And all you do is just kind of click on that, and this will show you your control panel. Now from here, what you can do is you have to go to programs. Once in programs, please go into programs and features, and this will show you pretty much everything that's installed on your computer. What you need to do now is go into Windows features, on or off. Turn Windows features on or off, which is on the left hand side. Just kind of click on that, and this is gonna give you another window where some other programs are installed. So let's take a look at this screen right here. So if you are a tester, or if you need to, install some other programs for work, or just something that you want to play with, this is the list you want to come down. For example, this has, Internet Explorer. You have your Internet Information Services if you're testing out something in IIS. So it has a lot of programs that you can take a look at. One thing that I want to highlight in this tutorial is your Hyper-V. Hyper-V is an extremely important Windows feature that used to come in Windows Server, a family of products. So what you can do with this thing is, once you have your Hyper-V management tools and your Hyper-V platform installed, what you can then do is, within the Hyper-V environment, you can create additional Windows VMs. So for example, you want to test out a program that you don't want to install on your main machine, Windows 10 machine. Well, in that case, you can install the Hyper-V and then install, another instance of either Windows or Linux, and then you can test out those programs in your virtual environment. And once you're done, you can simply delete that instance, and you'll be able to not change anything on your main workstation. The benefits of that is that, if in case there's something wrong or something happens uh, which affects the underlying operating system, your base operating system will always be unaffected, because everything is happening in a virtual environment. So there are other tools too, like, your VMware and VMware tools for this. But if you're using Windows, then you might as well use a Windows native product to get that done. Using Hyper-V is really easy And if there is interest in it, I can I'll do another screen share, another video on just installing Hyper-V and creating an instance within an Hyper-V environment, what steps you have to take, and then starting up that instance, connecting it to the internet, and installing a few programs. But this is basically how you get that accomplished, is by coming here. You basically click right here on Hyper-V Tools, and then you just hit OK and it'll install your Hyper-V program. Now keep in mind, to install Hyper-V, there might be some BIOS updates that your PC want to make to turn on virtualization, or you might need a little bit extra memory just because you'll want some memory allocated to the host machine. So keep those things in mind. But just to let you guys know that this is something that can be easily accomplished using the program's Windows features, which are somewhat hidden within Windows 10 environment, because these tools are not used. Microsoft knows that these tools are not used every day by users. These tools are used by advanced users, but nonetheless, everybody should know where they are, and you can go ahead and you can start testing on some of these. you know there's some Microsoft print to PDF tools that you might want to take a look at, and TFTP tools, SMB tools, depending on how much testing you need to do. There's a subsystem for Windows Linux if you're interested in some Linux tools that you're testing with. So a host of tools that you can install um, on top of your Windows 10 environment, that will help you along the way. So today we kind of discussed a few tools, namely Hyper-V, that I want you guys to get familiar with. And if there's interest, I can make another video going into detail on how to set that up. Thank you.